Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our Grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only show in any dimension where the points, so they do matter, and losing will cost you everything.
All of it.
I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master at the Grand Aquarium Empire, and tonight it's all about Modesto's favorite son, George Lucas. And as always, I'm joined by Intern Coppola. Hello, Intern Coppola.
Hello, everyone. I'm Intern Kristie. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grand Trivia. I am so absolutely excited for another George Lucas episode.
That's right.
Fluval, I know that these are some of your, favorite episodes. Whenever
love
you
these
get
episodes
to do something about George Lucas, because as everyone knows, you have an extremely special connection with George Lucas.
Yes, I do.
And in fact, yes, exactly.
I do. I have a special connection with George Lucas. Yes, I do.
Yes, George Lucas is often channeled through Fluval.
I channel him.
Yes, that's one of the benefits of being a 5th dimensional being, and totally worth our endless praise for Fluval.
Hey, people are noticing your special edition shirt.
Of course, because, we have
Fluval
special...
owns those shapes.
Fluval owns these shapes.
Yes.
These shapes, they belong to Fluval.
They belong to me,
They
Fluval.
belong to Fluval.
Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
As you know, George Lucas, big fan of special editioning. And this is the final draft.
Yes.
This is the actual true final draft.
You all may only have prototypes, but this is the final draft.
Yes, it's Fluval. It's Fluval who owns these shapes. Fluval is, destroying planets, destroying, nebulous planets that only exist within the mind.
That's right. I orchestrated David Zaslav canceling all your favorite HBO Max shows.
Yes. Fluval is a big proponent of copyright.
It was all me.
I tried to introduce it as, can we Fluval it?
Yeah.
With a little F in a circle, and they're like, no.
No, that's what they said.
That's what they said.
The cowards at Warner Brothers Discovery said no.
They should Fluval it. They're like, no, that makes it seem like Fluval owns all this stuff. I'm like, Fluval does own all this stuff.
I sure do. Just like I own our game of trivia, which you can join by going to Kahoot.it or using the Kahoot app and entering room code 537118, or use that handy dandy QR code that's up there in the corner.
Yes, Fluval, as we know, Fluval has made big moves following in the footsteps of some people who
I make the money
have
moves.
Star Wars now. Fluval has been making many moves in purchasing copyright over intellectual property. And in fact, we are tonight waiting to see if the sale will go through for Fluval to own copyright over all of Earth's intellectual property. That's right. You will be paying rent to Fluval.
Yeah,
for
to
your
me,
intellectual
Fluval.
property.
Hello, Qui-Gon Void.
Welcome, Qui-Gon Void. Welcome.
I wonder who else will join our terrifying trivia gauntlet.
I'm too old to bother understanding what QR codes are. It's all over for me. That is true.
Yeah, once you've given up on understanding QR codes.
I want you to just really feel, you know that feeling when you are maybe like faced with a new piece of technology that you are not able to understand, and you're like, you feel this stab somewhere in here, somewhere in your diaphragm. You catch your voice.
Ah!
Because you know
Yes.
that you are about to die.
Oh no, not me.
Yes. I want you to feel that suffering.
Oh, Beautiful City was at the George Lucas talk show tonight. I thought I saw you. I also saw Planet Scum alumni Hex as well in the crowd, and Single Walk Run, and Wizbeth, and all sorts of familiar faces. But I want to highlight this that was going on our Twitter today, by the way.
Wise things from
CBC 9000 said, hey, look at this totally clean, solid, and informative mail I received from RF Multiverse. No danger here at all, Jas Fadson.
Jas. I just want Jas to know that the things coming in the mail for Jas very similar to the things everyone else is getting.
Jas got it.
Oh, Jas got it.
So then Horde said, here's Fluval's fact fractal. I got extreme food poisoning here.
Oh, no! Horde Jedi, give us that suffering.
And I pointed out that's what happens when you consume matter.
It is. We are the ones who are supposed to give you suffering, but we will take the suffering that you feel right now in payment, in tribute.
And then Jas shared Jas's. And said, why is mine so much more threatening? And I pointed out, what do you mean? Horde Jedi didn't get food poisoning in Dallas. And Horde Jedi said, yet.
I forgot about that one.
Oh, you forgot about that. You forgot about that. Oh, you were thinking of the other thing Jas is getting.
I was thinking of the other thing.
Yeah. Jas, you have another great thing coming in the mail for you. And if you want to get more great things in the mail, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/radiofreemultiverse.
I have a fact fractal. About that picture.
You do.
So my fact fractal about that picture, which was purchased at a zine fair.
Yes.
Well, sorry, it was the zine tent at
an art book fair.
Art book.
Yeah.
And this picture, can we pull it up?
Yes, sure.
This is actually a staged reenactment.
Yeah, it's not the real one. It's just a staged reenactment.
Real picture.
It's a staged reenactment by like a
fucking wild that someone would do that and take the picture
and turn it into a postcard. Yeah.
So I thought I would make your mail carrier not trust you, Jas. I don't know.
I truly unraveled when I saw it. Yeah, so did I, CBC.
I think I screamed in the tent.
You did.
I was like, what?
You screamed in the tent, much like Kit Fishdough, pants, and ate George's sweater, Butterboy, Lucas Blogwolf. Oh, do you know the deal with George's sweater?
No, I don't.
George Lucas has an iconic sweater that went viral again recently. Yes, I think it was the Ant Farm reenactment, but I don't know for sure.
Are they
CBC,
a theater group?
I don't know. I don't actually think it is the Ant Farm reenactment. I just I recognize the name Ant Farm, and then I realized maybe I shouldn't just say it's a random group who would plausibly reenact the Kennedy assassination.
That's okay. We tried to have that be a reality show, Ant Farm, but instead of ants, it was interns, but they were in an ant farm, you know, like that big sand contraption.
That big sand contraption.
That big sand hand contraption, you know. Ant Farm keyboard.
Ant Farm keyboard. Gee, Lucas. The George Lucas Talk Show tweeted about it. So
Oh, Ant Farm?
what you see? No, the sweater.
Okay.
What you see may look surprisingly like the Twitter account of the George Lucas Talk Show in my mind palace.
It's suspicious, and we are in legal
Yes.
talks with them because this is a violation of Fluval's copyright.
So here we go. It's a sweater.
That's a really awesome sweater.
I can't
actually.
find my favorite sweater, and I'm either going to need a Georgie Porgies to help me acquire a vintage one or build a new one from scratch.
Alien Ant Farm keyboard. That's actually really funny.
I also like that George is wearing a turtleneck underneath the sweater in this one. This was called out on the Twitter. I also loved the phrase "build a sweater."
I must construct it.
Hello, Lucas Blogwolf.
Welcome,
So
Blogwolf.
Stephen Premel. It's Lucas Blogwolf Solon.
Oh.
Stephen Premel, Jassassination, Offbeat Fluval, CBC 1138, Kid Fishtail, Pants, N8, Georgia Sweater, Butterboy, and Qui-Gon Void.
Qui-Gon Void, as was the fashion at the time.
Much like wearing an onion on your belt.
Ooh, are you offering a license to them?
To what?
To Twitter?
To what?
To Twitter?
To my
Look.
mind palace, to the boys.
Oh,
Sure.
the boys, like,
They're
sure.
welcome to use my mind palace.
They're sure. I thought if you're talking about Twitter, like, we were thinking about it, we were in talks, but then, like, Elon got in the mix.
Yeah, well-
And I'm not allowed to vaporize him because it's, like, really entertaining for late-stage capitalism who will
Elon
survive.
is
By the
famously-
way, by abortions.
Elon is famously desperately trying to get out of the mix.
Please purchase
But yeah,
abortions.
type exclamation point charity.
Or purchase
to buy
a
abortions.
really incredible piece of matter that
Yes,
you can
at
get
Alice
sent to you
Deals.
at Alice.deals.
Well,
designed by
Things from the
Lindsay
Void, as I'm sure you know, Elon is trying to bail, and Twitter is trying to force him to buy them.
Yeah, we're just having more fun, like, broadcasting that as entertainment to the multiverse.
We are.
Like, such delicious suffering.
But, you know, we've got about half of our viewers playing the game, but we've given them plenty of time to
Exactly.
join, so I think we should get our game started.
Okay.
Here goes our game of trivia about Modesto's favorite son, George Walton Lucas Jr. Here we go. George Lucas was the credited author of the 1976 novelization of Star Wars. But who ghost wrote it? Alan Dean Foster, Arthur C. Clarke, Harlan Ellison, or Philip K. Dick? Where are my dickheads at?
I wish it was. I hope it's Philip K. Dick. I do not know. But can you imagine? He's like on mushrooms walking down the street in Berkeley, just
Yes.
like jiving, thinking about Star Wars.
Hey, you could play in the lift. Ask your driver for tips. Play with your driver.
Yes,
Play with your driver. Be a
Play with your
team.
driver.
Be a trivia
Introduce us to
team with your driver. Yes.
Be a trivia team. Look, being in a car, driving, so much delicious suffering.
Yeah.
So much suffering. The social anxiety of interacting with a stranger in this way.
Yes,
delicious suffering.
Yes, we need a cash cab.
Delicious suffering.
We need a cash cab going
I
on.
will mail them Star Wars patches.
Yeah,
I
we
will.
have Star Wars patches that
By
we
the
can
way,
mail.
the winner, haha, I already have the envelope. That means it's going the fuck out.
Yeah, that means it'll actually get sent
gamed it.
out.
I Intern Kristie fucking gamed it.
Yeah.
But there's wonderful things like Star Wars patches.
That's a Jedi Knights patch from the
Jedi
That's actually
Knights.
that one I was bought at a Star Wars celebration.
Yes, this was purchased.
No, that was from the Funko subscription Star Wars box.
What the fuck?
Because there was a Last Jedi box and Intern Forrest subscribed. Because it was the Last
Late-stage
Jedi.
capitalism who will survive. Look.
Hey, Star Wars was at glorious heights at the time.
It
Anyway,
was.
the correct answer is Alan Dean Foster. We actually did talk about doing Star Wars we did talk about doing
His name is Uma.
We talked about doing RFM Cash Cab once, Things from the Void. But the correct answer is Alan Dean Foster. The book was based on Lucas's screenplay, not the finished film, and came out over 5 months before the movie. Lucas has credited Foster as the novel's ghostwriter in multiple introductions included in later editions of the novel. Foster went on to write Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which was a low-budget fallback sequel for if Star Wars had bombed. It features a swamp world, Darth Vader, and entirely too much sexual tension between Luke and Leia.
Yes, it was strange.
It is the horniest Star Wars sequel you'll ever read.
Very horny.
Much like the leaderboard, where George's sweater is in first, Assassination in second, Stephen Premmel in third, Pants in fourth, Kit Fishdoe in fifth. Kit Fishdoe. Well, why don't...
So if we did a... Wait,
Yeah,
if we
what's
did
up?
a cash cod...
Cash cod. Sure. I mean, I think it would be that, like,
We would have to do a Chris Gethard style, and the prizes would be all trash. It would just be literal trash. We would just go and get, like, the most used, like, just fill a garbage bag full of the free stuff at scrap, just like the old calendars and pens and shit that no one's gonna use, and that is the prize.
Yeah, we would just park the satellite above the creative reuse place scrap.
Yes.
Or I'd just send you and I wouldn't go.
That's true. I could take the transporter down, but the last time we did that, I
down.
split into two personalities.
Oh,
There was like my vicious, aggressive side, and then there was my more vicious, more aggressive side, and we had to work together.
That's true. There's your Thomas Riker.
The more aggressive one definitely didn't kill the aggressive, but still less aggressive than the first one, and then come back.
Certainly not.
No. Grassroots game shows!
Grassroots game shows. Including... Oh, that's a great idea. As is question number 2. Here we go, question number 2. After reading the scripts for Mel Brooks' Spaceballs, George Lucas approved. With one caveat. Don't make toys. Don't parody me. ILM has to do the effects. Let me have a cameo.
Wow.
Which of these were George Lucas's caveats?
Wow.
Get it? Caveat? Where George Lucas talk show performed today?
I heard today that it was a basement, and I feel very sorry for that.
All comedy clubs are basements. But the correct answer is don't make toys. 8 of you got it right. As Mel Brooks put it in his book, All About Me, he explained that if I made toys of my Spaceballs characters, they would look a lot like Star Wars action figures. And that would be a no-no for his lawyers. And his studio's business affairs department, Brooks agreed and didn't create any merchandise for the film, despite all of the jokes about things like Spaceballs the Flamethrower. Well, let's... What?
You got it right.
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see.
It's Stephen Premmel in first, the slanderer himself in the lead, but George's sweater in second, Kit Fishdoe in third, Pants in fourth, and Lucas Blogwolf Solon in
Pants
fifth.
are just because it's like no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Should have gone with...
Don't need pants.
I like Thingsfromthevoid's new memoir title. Should have gone with my gut and other lessons not learned during my time with Radio Free Multiverse.
Yes, feel like that feeling like, wow, what could I have been doing with this time?
I can't believe...
Give us that pain, give us that suffering.
I can't believe Stephen Premmel turned into a mid-2000s startup. Wow. You hate to see it happen to anyone, but... You sure did. You competed with Milk to get that funding.
I heard the boy Premmel is currently in first place.
Yes, the boy Premmel. The boy who's slandered.
That may not be slander, but...
The boy who scored.
We all know.
Yeah, what do we all know? Late mid-2000s, whatever, Premmel. Time is a lie.
It's like a 2010.
Time's
a
ever...
2010 startup.
No.
What do you think slander would sell?
By 2010s, they had moved on.
What's their tagline?
They had rediscovered vowels by the mid-2010s.
It was all vowels. Just wow.
Uber is half vowels.
That's...
They just started putting Y's places.
They just found all these Y's.
Yeah, they had all the leftover Y's. It's still like hella early in the 2000s if you think about it. Yeah.
We're not. Well, we're outside of time and space, so I suppose that's where
for them.
You are
Yeah.
gross.
Beautiful City's almost home, and so can almost to participate in our game of trivia. Slenderer.
It's also like a Slender Man.
Yeah, that also feels like a monster in Diablo that I killed. Man, the level 57 Slenderer is a real difficult boss. Radio Frey Multiverse.
So to be fair, I have been just, hacking for intern duties.
You've been hacking?
I've been hacking into a lot of rubber stamps. I've been taking them apart for their letters.
You have been,
and I
that's
have
true.
a lot of Y's. I have not that many C's and a lot of Y's.
You are correct, though. Things from the Void. I bought everything on the pay-to-win Diablo. No, not Lindsay Premel. Lindsay Premel's wrong.
Slander.
No, Things from the Void is correct. It's just for some reason, Things from the Void's comment has not appeared in our system here, but it has appeared in my backup vision. I do remember pets.com, beautiful city. Pets.com. Remember the little hand puppet?
The little hand puppet for pets.com?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You are vindicated.
No, you're not,
no, you're
Lindsay.
not, Lindsay Premel.
I
You
said
are full
Things
of
from the Void
slander.
was right, not you.
Young, dumb, and full of libel. You are the one who is full of libel.
Yeah, you're Lindsay Premel, not Lindsay Ellis.
No, that was Sarah Zach.
Oh, it was Sarah Zed. Whoa,
We
wait.
also really like YouTube video essays for some reason.
But
I don't know why
Lindsay
fifth
Ellis
dimensional
also
beings
made
are into
Slanderer merch.
That is true. That is true.
So
But
that was a test and you passed. It was Sarah Zed.
Thank you.
Speaking of tests, let's go to question number 3.
Wow, young, dumb, and full of charm.
George Lucas has been nominated for how many Best Director Oscars? 0, 1, 2, or 3? How many Best Director Oscars has George Lucas been nominated for?
How many have you been nominated for?
I'm not. I broke the system. Every time they say someone's nominated for Best Director, it's actually me.
There was a 1,000 startup that let you order anything in New York, like a giraffe. Like, could you order a giraffe, or is it like any product that is sold at a store? Two giraffes?
No, he was nominated for 2.
Oh.
He was nominated for Best Director for American Graffiti and Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope.
Star Wars, yes, Captain Planet.
Go
That's-
Planet.
Libel, you're full of libel.
Well, I'm excited to see our leaderboard because no one got it right. So it's all static.
You hate to see a slanderer. But you hate to say it. You hate to see it.
Well, don't worry because
Don't worry.
our next question, you can rack up a lot of points on this one.
Yes, you can.
Here we go, because it's a multi-select. George Lucas helped craft which of these Disney park attractions? Captain EO, the extraterrestrial alien encounter, Space Mountain, or Star Tours? Which of these did George Lucas help the Imagineers at Disney craft?
Was the extraterrestrial alien encounter another victim of the war on terror?
I mean, let's see when they got rid of it.
The Ride Rules isn't still around.
They did close it in 2003. So.
It was!
And they replaced it with Stitch's Great Escape.
Wow.
Oh no, Beautiful City wasn't home yet, and we just did a theme park question.
Oh no! Beautiful City. Feel the pain of having just missed something that you definitely would have gotten right, and it might even put you on the leaderboard for the rest of the game, even though you missed the earlier part of the game. Give us that suffering.
Yes, the answer is all of them, but for Space Mountain, Captain EO. Captain EO was directed.
Suffering.
Captain EO was directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who co-wrote it with Lucas and Rusty Lemarand.
E.T.
Extraterrestrial alien encounter was originally an intense ride centered around the xenomorph, Michael Eisner was all on board, but Imagineers felt the ride was too intense to belong in the optimistic, family-friendly park Walt had created, and they recruited George Lucas to help them make a xenomorph-free ride. And with George's name attached, Eisner was like, okay, forget it. I got George Lucas. I don't care about no xenomorph. And of course, he was involved with Star Tours.
It scared you. I want you to feel the scared of your memory and give us that suffering. Thank you.
Hopefully that caused some chaos on the leaderboard.
Delicious.
Jeez, Jess. Beautiful City literally just walked in the door.
Yes! Give us that suffering!
No, the extraterrestrial alien encounter was real.
Ooh. That's
And it was
really fucking spooky.
Yeah, well, Beautiful City, let's look at our leaderboard. Oh, you might not have taken the lead, but you might have been in. You might have done very well right now. You would have been able to make it in the game in time. Stephen Premmel in first, George's Sweater in second, Lucas Blogwolf Solon in third, Butterboy in fourth, and Offbeat Fluval in fifth. Oh yeah, and Space Mountain's older than Star Wars.
Oh. On Space Mountain, when you slow down, there's a bright red light. I shouted, "Oh no, the red eye of death!" And some poor child behind screaming, "I don't want it!" You see, your slander keeps getting you in trouble, Stephen Premmel. You keep slandering. You keep
it is
libeling.
not older than Star Wars. It opened 2 days after Star Wars.
Don't forget, LaCroix is 100% innocent. It says it right here, innocent on the can.
But isn't that wild that Space Mountain opened 2 days after Star Wars?
That is wild.
Yes, George Lucas is famously older than Star Wars. Things from the Void.
See, this is a true thing, Stephen Premmel. This is how you tell a true thing. Okay? That's how you say something true.
You know what else is wild? That one of the answers to this next question is correct. Here we go. George Lucas named Obi-Wan Kenobi's homeworld after which comedian? Conan O'Brien, Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, or Tim Allen. Here's George giving bunny ears to his buddy Steve because he's a bit of a prankster. He's a goof.
What a goofball. What a big goof Georgie is.
Georgie's a big old goof.
Yeah.
Do you know the answer to this one, intern? Recollection?
I'm Intern Kristie. Yes, I think so. Oh, but look, a studio cat. Let's see if we can get studio
Let's see if we can get the studio cat to join the show. Those both look like wax statues, says Stephen Premmel, and they do. Perhaps they are. Who can say for sure? Disneyland? The Disneyland one is what I was looking into in my mind palace. Interesting. So it is older than Star Wars. It's just the Magic Kingdom one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And it was sponsored by RCA when it originally opened in Disney World.
Why?
I don't know, because they're the future. And then it was sponsored by FedEx from 1994 to 2004, because when you absolutely gotta get your package in space. Anyway, only one of you got it right. The correct answer is Jon Stewart. The Daily Show host asked George what Obi-Wan's home planet was, and on the spot, he said it was the planet Stewjon.
Yes.
And I got a fact fractal for you, which means... That's also the same origin, essentially, as the name of Admiral Conan Antonio Matti, who's an officer in the original Star Wars on the Death Star.
Yes.
He was on... George Lucas was on Conan's show, and a producer came out and quizzed George and said, what's the name of Admiral Matti? What's the full name? And he said, Conan Antonio Matti.
Conan Antonio. Wow. Studio Cat is majestic. I think they're my Lord and Savior. Look. Studio Cats are many things, Lindsay Premmel.
Yeah.
And they very well may be your Lord and Savior. Yes.
It's true.
You see how you have angered
Yeah,
your
you see
God?
how you've angered?
Do you see how your slander has angered your God?
Yeah. Exactly, beautiful city. It opened in Disneyland in 77, 2 days after Star Wars, but opened 2 years before Star Wars in Disney World.
Oh.
Because RCA made it happen.
Wow. Look at that.
Much like I'm going to make this happen. Boom, leaderboard. Where Stephen Premmel is holding on to first. Kid Fishdoe, though, flying up into fourth place. Like he's swimming through the underwater world of Mon Cala.
Yes. Is that where he's from?
No.
He just visited?
He visited it in the Clone Wars.
That was a really cool episode.
Where he's all shirtless and swimming around.
Props to George Lucas. I think that George Lucas should be credited with The Shape of Water based on that. Yes, I think that copyright does extend.
Me and Guillermo actually collabed on it through time and space.
Yes, and the copyright is not being respected. We do not like that. No, we don't.
I would have been nominated for 3 Oscars.
Yes, that is true. And he would have fucked fish.
It's true. Yeah, no, that's very true. He absolutely would have. Wait. Now that I've watched all the Clone Wars, I finally understand the significance of Forrest Whitaker's character. Oh, you mean Saw Gerrera, leader of the partisans.
Right?
He rules.
He rules. Ooh, we received a tribute of evidence of the existence.
We did receive a tribute, I see.
Of something that you were talking about, Fluval. So once again, Stephen Premmel, this is how you tell the truth.
Yes.
This is how you say true things. This is how you provide evidence.
Well, I don't know that.
Of real things that exist.
Yes, it's proof from Thingsfromthevoid that there was, in fact, of course,
they do
the
fuck
Star
fish now.
Wars overlay of Hyperspace Mountain, where they turned Space Mountain into a Star Wars ride.
Look at that, Stephen Premmel. You're excited for Andor. I'm excited for you to stop slandering Andor libeling.
I don't love how they treated the M on Mountain.
I do not.
Or the N.
Treated the M or the N. Those are unfortunate choices.
The curves on the N also don't really feel like Star Wars letters.
But they're saying like if they were just serif, like it would look.
Well,
better.
Star Wars isn't serif.
I know, but like they're trying to do the serif extended thing. You need to stop. Because it's libel. And
those letters are moving very fast.
They are moving extremely
Much like our game of trivia. Here we go. Question number 6. Early in his career, George Lucas was a camera operator in a documentary about which band?
Oh.
The Beatles, the Monkees, the Rolling Stones, or Figrin Dan and the Modal Nodes. I know it's the Space Mountain font. I just think it should all be the Star Wars font.
It should be.
Respect my font choice.
Everything with that font choice is copyrighted.
Yeah, all of you got it right. It's the Rolling Stones. And specifically, he was a camera operator on 1970's Gimme Shelter, which documented their ill-fated performance at the Altamont Free concert.
Ew.
Here we go. Who got it quickest? George's sweater has taken first place away from Stephen Premmel. A mere 10 points ahead of Stephen Premmel. Yes, young George sure was a babe, beautiful city.
Sure. That is something that is a subjective belief and therefore cannot be disproven. Gasp.
What are you gasping at, Stephen?
Letters cut out of movie posters like a kidnapper. They should have.
Yes.
They should have.
All notes should look like ransom notes.
They should. It's just etiquette. It's just what's polite.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what else
People
is
don't have class nowadays. People don't have class and they don't want to work. They don't want to work for no money. It's ridiculous.
You know what's very classy, though? Sound certification systems, and they're the subject of our next question.
Yes, it does.
Question number 7. In the 90s, a robot mechanic tuned up the THX logo in promos for the certification system. What was the robot's name?
Oh.
Fixo, George, Tex, or William? Do you know the answer to this one, intern certified sound?
I'm Intern Kristie. I do not, Fluval. I do not remember
Wow,
this robot.
6 of you got it right. It's Tex.
Oh.
He was created by famed creep and former head of Pixar, John Lasseter. In the mid-90s, Lucasfilm contracted Pixar to refresh the THX logo since it hadn't changed in a decade. Tex made his first appearance before Independence Day in 1996. soon after he vanished like Luke Skywalker, but he returned in 2019.
Redactron. Which one did you pick?
I think Fixo is the dumbest.
Was Fixo or Tex? I think that Tex is dumber.
Okay.
Because why would it be named Tex?
Because THX.
Oh, I hate that. It should be Fex. But it's not TEX. It's THX. I don't like it before. I don't like it. Yes, Fixo does sound like George's stage name, though. Fex. Yes, it should be Fex.
Fix. Dummy Fix, the robot who fixes things.
Wow. Dummy.
Let's tune up our leaderboard where intern Mike is ready and waiting. Where, George's sweater holding on to first, but offbeat Fluval in fifth, and Kit Fishdough has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row.
Incredible Kit Fishdough.
But so you don't remember that robot at all?
I do not. I do not have any memories of this robot, no. The Thrilling Adventure Hour had a cowboy robot named Tex.
That's true.
I like that.
Yeah, because it's technical.
TM.
Stephen Premmel remembers the robot, and now you'll all remember the robot.
Could be slander.
Because it's time to go to... Oh no! What happened to the logo?
I'm Intern Kristie.
The robot reminds me of Super Mario also. Meow.
Huh. Tech do a fix.
Let's try fixing. That's a good trick.
Let's talk about Reboot.
Oh, you mean the TV show Reboot where there's living video game characters?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. Where Megabyte, the villainous Megabyte, and his sister Hexadecimal.
Wow.
The audience is listening.
Wow. Yeah, Fixo, sure, right? Like...
No, Fixo is a very George Lucas. It's more of a Matt Groening name, if we're being honest.
Matt Groening name. My name is Intern Kristie. Thank you so much, Lindsay Premmel. Thank you so much.
I feel like...
I am feeling tired of slander tonight. yeah. It's time to reboot.
It's time to reboot.
Unless you do it ugly again. They did! They made it right bit. I don't know what anyone is speaking
There's
about.
a new show. You don't know the TV show Reboot?
The one where humans, after they die, they're uploaded?
No. That's Upload. That's the TV show Upload.
I have no idea what you are talking about in this case. There was not a show called Reboot. It's called The Computer That Couldn't Slow Down. Slander.
Oh, don't worry. I think
Ooh,
it's
Mind Palace in a Mind Palace?
Yeah, are we still in the Mind Palace?
We remain in the Mind Palace.
We're still in the Mind Palace. Let's go.
Further.
Thankfully, Reboot explains its premise.
Ooh, abortions. After this trivia, Intern Kristie needs to treat her intern burnout. But maybe after the fall,
systems,
we'll do
people.
some of those.
Here we go.
I come from the net.
The net.
Systems, peoples, and cities to this place. Mainframe. My format, Guardian.
Yeah.
To mend and defend. To defend my newfound friends, their hopes and dreams. To defend them from their enemies.
Oh no, Megabyte! The villainous Megabyte. No, Hexadecimal! Oh no! That guy. Space. That's Bob the Guardian, by the way.
Oh.
And then his that's Enzo and Dot Matrix, who own a diner.
Wow.
I realize Dot Matrix's diner has Big
They
Dex's
say
diner
the user lives
energy.
outside the net and inputs games for
What if
pleasure.
this was what the Matrix looks
No
like?
one knows
These are
for
important
sure,
questions.
but
That's a
I
good
intend
question.
to
Lindsay
find out.
Dremel.
Oh yeah.
Reboot!
Same question.
And every time the user plays games, it like wrecks the hell out of like a part of the city.
Reboot inspired George Lucas. Is that slander or not?
I mean,
slander?
I feel pretty
Animation
confident that George
is their
Lucas
passion.
watched Reboot.
Animation.
Oh,
is
look at that. That's great.
their passion.
They made a show with no actors. Wonderful. They finally fulfilled my dream. I guess it's time to go make my prequels. Wow, okay. I mean, you could really hear how excited he was in that channeling. That was all wow. Reboot. Instead of more, the usual George. Anyway, here's question 8. I, George Lucas, celebrated the 1992 Olympics in a commercial for which Japanese electronics brand? Was it Panasonic, Sharp, TDK, or Toshiba? That was when a camera turned into me.
Wow.
Look at that. It was when a camera turned into my head. Yeah, 70, got it right. It was
Is it a Turbo Teen situation?
probably.
George Lucas
Yeah,
has Turbo Teen with a camera?
that's right. And the answer is Panasonic. This was also when the world was introduced to digital magic.
Oh.
The phrase
Lights and magic?
digital magic.
Oh, just digital.
No, industrial lights and or magic had already existed for quite a while.
George would be a wear camera, yes.
George Lucas is a witch, sure.
George Lucas is a witch. George Lucas
Oh,
is
Things
a
from the
witch.
Void got it right and clicked into the tab right as the answer spawned. But was it enough to get Things from the Void the lead?
Pretty close.
No.
No.
Offbeat Fluval moved up a slot into 4th, though, and 4 players have reached an answer streak of 3. I'm an energetic filmmaker.
George Lucas. George Lucas needed to treat
George's
his
sweater and
George
Stephen
Lucas
Tremble.
burnout.
Yeah. Did you see George Lucas's interview with James Cameron, where he goes, I come from anthropology. I'm interested in societal systems, social systems, and how people respond to them. I didn't get into science fiction because of the spaceships. I only like spaceships because I like cars. I like to go fast. What I really care about is the people. And then James Cameron said, you've got this great quote. That's how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. And George just goes, yeah, we're in the middle of that right now.
Yeah, he was working in an anthropology, and as service workers are the first to know when there's a downfall because they're getting paid like shit.
I just love, oh yeah, we're in the middle of it right now.
George is a $30 dwarf.
And George is
that is true also.
Oh, did you know the U.S. was the empire in Vietnam?
Yes.
I just love it. I just love how George is like, oh yeah, no. When I wrote it, the rebels were the Viet Cong. It was like, oh George, you're not holding back anymore.
Georgie Porgy.
Georgie Porgy letting it all hang out.
Letting it all hang out.
Did he let it all hang out? On the answer to our next question. Here we go. George Lucas's final feature film directing credit is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Red Tails, A Strange Magic, or Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now we're looking specifically for his final feature film directing.
Okay.
Directing.
Wow.
2 of you got it right.
The thing, okay, so what I miss about Crowd Purr is that we were able to hold you all in suspense of what the right answer was. I miss being able to inflict that particular suffering.
I miss that suffering too, but 2 of you got it right. It's Revenge of the Sith.
But you missed it because you answered too quickly, so
Look,
that's delicious.
Steven, I know we say the quicker you answer, the higher you score, but you also have to get it right.
Right, Things from the Void, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll go back. Maybe we'll just bounce between them. But George Lucas, it's Revenge of the Sith.
Hey everyone, promise that you will answer the questions, because otherwise you'll automatically win.
I miss Blogtoven's suffering, TBH. It always failed him in a different way each week.
That is true. That is true.
The correct answer is Revenge of the Sith. George produced the rest and had story credit on both Indiana Jones and Strange Magic, but he didn't direct them.
Honestly, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the book, fucking fire.
And that book,
fucking
whoa.
fire. What?
It's a little insensitive given how the movie ends.
It's fucking lava, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This is what it's like to be Anakin Skywalker.
Forever. Let's go to the leaderboard. Oh, Kid Fishto lighting it on fire in third place. Lucas Blogwolf Solon in fourth.
It doesn't end with no. Actually, it ends with and the
combo
droids.
breaker.
And the droids wipe their memory. That's what
I
it
want the
ends
protocol
with.
droid's mind wiped.
That's what it ends with. Yes. Yes. I don't for sure know that because it was asked on a quiz in my 6th grade class, and everyone was like, wow, Intern Kristie definitely knows the answer because they're the one who's super into Star Wars. And I was like, it's no. And then I got it wrong, and they're like, wow, you can't even be good at being a fucking dork. And I was like, screw you guys. I'm gonna go work for a 5th dimensional being and vaporize all of you. And then I did. Win for Intern Kristie.
Win for intern Charlie. According to the Internet Movie Script Database, the last line in Revenge of the Sith is, "Oh no."
Oh no.
Because I'm placing these droids in your care. Treat them well. Clean them up. Have the protocol droids' mind wiped. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So I guess I was kind of right.
You were
wrong,
sort of
but
right.
I vaporized them anyways.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Fluval's Mind Palace, Minecraft Realm. Man, you're just in the wrong dimension.
There is one somewhere. We gotta build the Mind Palace. Ooh.
Reading the plot of Troop Beverly Hills.
Why are
I'm Intern
you?
Kristie. My name is Intern Kristie.
Yes.
We do gotta build a palace.
But that was our penultimate
For Fluval.
question. That was our penultimate question.
A penultimate question.
So why don't we get to our final trivia question of the night. Here we go. You like pens? Well, do you like this double points question? In 1967, George Lucas tried to join the Air Force. He was rejected because he crashed a plane immediately. He had too many speeding tickets. He refused to shave his beard, or he was flat-footed. Why was George Lucas rejected from joining the Air Force in 1967?
Yeah.
If he had, we would probably never seen any of his films. 4 of you got it right. He had too many speeding tickets.
Yeah.
He was later drafted by the Army, but was exempted from service because they discovered he was not yet famously diabetic.
He's super mean. That is actually slander, Stephen Premmel.
Gotta go fast,
Fast.
indeed.
Got
He likes to
go
drive fast. That's why he likes spaceships, because they go fast.
Gotta go fast.
You gotta go fast. But now,
Likes to drive fast.
let's learn
Go fast.
who wins our game of George Lucas trivia. Here we go. In third place with 4 out of 10 correct, it's Qui-Gon Void.
Qui-Gon Void!
In second place with 6 out of 10 correct, it's George's Sweater. And in first with 6 out of 10 correct, it is the Slanderer himself, Stephen Premmel. In fourth, Kit Fishto. And in fifth, Lucas Blogwolf Solon. So Stephen Premmel,
This is what you're gonna win. It might be full of feathers when it gets to
I participated.
slander. Shit posting is appreciated because then you feel bad that you didn't participate in the other way. Echo. I love it. And we love that suffering. Give us that suffering. Feel that shame. Slander, you are.
Slanderer.
That's what you are, Stephen Premmel, but you did win this prize. Lovely.
So that's what you won, Steven, but everyone else wins a prize as well.
They do.
The whole planet was one big city. The whole planet was
We
one
destroyed it.
big.
Stretch goal to watch
Well,
Scoop Haunted.
Is that the one that got canceled by HBO Max? Lena was happy to see that planet blow up. Much like I hope you're all happy to see this trailer for something that Intern Forest, the sapient group of trees, is working on tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Twitch.tv/Crypto Live. So be sure to join that show tomorrow. And of course, you can also support the show by going to alice.deals and picking up any of this first wave of Radio Free Multiverse merch, this second wave of hats that you can festoon me upon your head.
Yes,
or
festoon.
the Fluval flag where you can salute your betters, me.
Yes.
You can put me on, you give a patch to put me on any fabric-based goods you have, or remember the reason for this season with the Santa Fluval Consume hat,
Yes.
which is referring to monetary purchasing, not matter consumption. Stephen Premmel, before you slander me again.
Saving up for Horde Jedi franchises, purchasing abortions, everything, support.
Yes.
Late stage capitalism
Support
will
it.
survive. We definitely do not want the planet
No.
imploding on its own. So if you could just purchase some abortions so that we can make it to the
Yes.
next season, that would
And you
be
can type
great.
exclamation point charity to get them added to this handy dandy thermometer we got going here.
What is buying good?
Well,
by
okay,
consuming
no
matter?
eating
Somewhat.
matter then. Fine, I'll be specific. Ugh, grow up, Steven.
Grow up, Stephen Premmel.
Grow up, Stephen Premmel.
Slander.
Also, you should check out Mary Houlihan's painting party Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/Mary Hooley. It's a good time.
It is.
But thank you for joining us this week for another exciting installment of Grand Trivia. Be sure to join us next week for a night of trivia
Yes.
themed around Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, you're gonna play a game of trivia about Dragon Ball Z. That's what you're gonna do,
have
Stephen
your
Premmel.
coordinates.
Then you'll consume OMG.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away. Is his attention span the normal of attention that the goldfish possesses?
Fluval.